Hi, everyone. This is Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading. This is a collective love reading for any sign and any sign that you may be thinking of. Today, I'm going to ask my spirit guides about the person that maybe is on your mind. What's next in love? What's their intentions? Where are we headed? Anything that's going on around this connection. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new for the first time. Very grateful that you were guided here. Let's call in our spirit guide. Spirit, I call upon you for a loving message. What is it that you have for us today? What is it that you need us to know? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have, everybody. Time has brought me clarity about us. I made the wrong choice. So, do you have somebody out there that has been making bad decisions, that you have been trying to guide them and they just haven't been listening to you? It's almost like, I told you that was going to happen, or I told you shouldn't have gone down that path, and then here they are. So somebody making really bad decisions, really bad choices, making mistakes, big mistakes. I fantasize about getting a second chance with you. So some of you could be in a no contact situation. Some of you could be low communication. We're just, I don't know, maybe we kept it in the friend zone, just to see where it was going to go next. But definitely somebody feels like they dropped the ball. Okay. No one ever loved me again the way you did. I never appreciated you until you were gone. So you've got somebody who, I made a big mistake. And sometimes we need to hear that at least they're acknowledging it. I'm going to tag this as a no contact only because it's getting a lot of no contact energy. So if you have somebody in your past that you're thinking about, this reading is going to be for you, and we'll see where we're headed. Your silence feels safer to me. I don't want to get hurt again. So sometimes not hearing from somebody, it's almost like I'm almost afraid to talk to you. If I talk to you, then the truth comes out. If I talk to you, then all those feelings come back. So sometimes not hearing from somebody is preventing something from getting worse, maybe. My memories of you haunt me and keep me thinking about what could have been. So somebody's definitely thinking about you. I still feel deeply connected to you, but I won't admit it. Okay, there you go. I'm still trying to find a place for myself in the world. I'm trying to work on myself. That's usually the case. They say, I just have to figure things out. I got to do my own thing for a while. It hurts to see online that you've moved on with your life. So have you moved on? Not necessarily. You wouldn't be watching this if you've moved on. You'd be wondering what this person's thinking and feeling. So but maybe you're trying to move on. Maybe you're posting pictures out with friends or showing that, you're not just sitting at home waiting for this person. Sometimes it's like you got to prove it to yourself that, I'm not going to be, I'm not going to have you treat me the way you did, and you expect me just to wait around for you. So that could be going on for some of you. Spirit, let's see what the cards are saying. I have a Queen of Pentacles. I have a Nine of Swords. I have a 10 of Wands and a 10 of Swords. So it's harder than they thought, is how I feel. I feel that they definitely are seeing you in a different light. This feeling of it hurts for me to see you moving on. It hurts. I'm realizing that you're more independent than I ever thought. Maybe they thought you'd fall on your face and couldn't handle life without them. But, we're all a lot stronger than people think we are. And sometimes they're always surprised that you know, you move on, you meet somebody new, that you didn't fall apart, that you can live without them if you have to. Doesn't mean that's what you wanted, but I feel like this is harder than I thought. And I never thought it would be this bad, you know? So sometimes people don't realize the consequences of their actions. I have a Judgment. I've had a 2 of Swords. I've had a 3 of Swords. Wow. And I've had a 6 of Swords. So it came into me as I've had a lot of time to think about how I've hurt you. And this person is really giving this, they've given a lot of thought to what it is that they've done. So whether it becomes an apology, or that they're accepting responsibility, or they are realizing their part in something like that. But believe it or not, they're giving a lot of thought to that. I know I've hurt you is, I think that that's something you need to hear. I've hurt you and I know it. Okay. So maybe you didn't think that they cared. Maybe you didn't think that they cared that they hurt you, but, and they've just moved on without looking ahead. But no, I feel like they've given a lot of thought to how much they've hurt you. I have a Prince of Wands. I have a 6 of Pentacles. I have a 2 of Cups. And I have a 7 of Swords. So maybe I lied to the person that I loved the most. Maybe I wasn't honest to the person who gave me their heart, their soul. You didn't deserve the way I treated you, Spirit just said. So there's a sense of, they've given a lot of thought to how much they've hurt you and why and how. And also a sense of what I lost. So, you know, it was almost like it wasn't fair. It wasn't give and take. It wasn't, you were good, you know, like we could have had it all. So you've got somebody here who, whatever their choices were, obviously they weren't the right choices. They probably should have done something a little bit differently. And now I'm going to use the word regret. I'm feeling regret. A journal. I don't know if they're writing a journal, but they could be trying to write you messages and then deleting them. Just trying to understand. They could even be going back over messages, like rereading text messages that you guys sent to each other. Just trying to understand where you were coming from, or reading between the lines, something like that. That could be going on. I'm in a 5th dimension, intuitive communication. You are connected on a soul level. Are they realizing that, Spirit? They've given this a lot of thought. Are you the person that I didn't realize what I had until you got away? I didn't realize how much I loved you until you weren't here. I would say a lot of these feelings are happening. There's a part of me that says you don't believe it. Like you don't believe your person is even thinking about you, or you don't believe that your person even cares. Maybe they're giving you that impression. Maybe they want you to think that. Maybe they want you to think that, you know, not being with you doesn't bother them either. You know, it's like a game of chicken. It's a mask that they're putting on for you as a show that, you know, I'm fine. Divine timing. Divine timing. The same way divine timing brought you together, divine timing reunites you, is how it's coming into me. So there's a sense of I have to wait again for that divine timing to happen. But if it's meant to be, it's the same as when you met to begin with, but that divine timing is at work. I have a fresh start. releasing the past and having a second chance. I really do feel like you've got somebody that is trying to figure this out, that either I can't get you off of my mind, I can't stop thinking about you. I'm just waiting for the right time. I'm just waiting for it to calm down or get the guts to reach out to you, something like that. But I do want a second chance. I want a fresh start. I made a mistake is really it's going to come back to you as I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I do want another chance. Can't you find it in your heart? You know, all of those things. And maybe you can. Maybe you say, you know, I get it. You kept telling you you're making the wrong choices, or I warned you, you know, but there's a sense that I'm willing to give this person a second chance. So I do feel a second chance for this connection. I'm afraid you're going to hurt me again. What about that? I'm afraid that I'm going to get hurt. I'm going to be left in the dark, another storm, another tower, living in denial, somebody who has been denying what has been going on. Every time I told you, you kind of brushed it you brushed it off. You said that wasn't going on. You said nothing was happening. So there's a sense of you denied everything I asked you, and even just like an outright lie as far as denial too. I have alone. I feel alone. I feel sad. I feel lonely. Usually when the pain of loneliness hits, that's usually when somebody takes action. So this person could really start to feel it now. And initially it's kind of fun. They're single. They're out there. They're hanging out with their friends again. They've got their freedom. And then all of a sudden it's not so fun. They're sad. A karmic partner. So are we bound by, you know, this fifth dimension? You know, are we meant to be together? I think that you've got, I think a second chance. I mean, I'm going to go with a second chance. I think that they made a big mistake. They regret their mistakes. It's definitely, they're hurting. They've given it a lot of thought, which I don't think you think they have, but they have. And they're wondering, you know, do we have a shot? Like, if I even try, do we even have a shot, Spirit? I have a high priestess. I have a Two of Swords. Somebody's trying to make up their mind right now. I have a Fool. There's my trying again. I feel like this person wants a second chance, a Magician. This feels like I'm going to try to prove it to you. I feel like you've got somebody who, for whatever reason, I mean, do people make mistakes? Are they stupid? Yes. Do they say things and do things that they shouldn't? 100%. I think that's what happened, you know, and are they going to do it again? Maybe. Hopefully they've learned their lesson. I guess that's the question. It's like, I'm afraid you're just going to keep doing this to me. So that's the question you have to ask them. I want you to know how far my love will go. Your love is hot. Give it all you've got. So I still think you're hot. I need you. I crave you. Too much is not enough. So I'm going to say I just miss you. That I don't think I'll be needing you anymore. So you could be thinking that they've just walked away, you know, just, you didn't need me. You pushed me away. Look into my eyes. There's a light of love inside of me. So somebody, when they look at you, maybe that's the only way you can tell. And I think that's the truth. It's like when I see you again and I look in your eyes, I'll be able to tell if you still love me. So I think that's the only way we're going to be able to know if you're going to give this person a second chance. I got to look into your eyes, and you've got to tell me what you're feeling. You are my North Star. Maybe I'm realizing it now. I'm sorry I let your dream I let you dream alone. One touch from you and I'm blessed. I miss your touch. I hate myself for losing you. I feel like that's what they're going through. I really feel like right now that that's what they're struggling with the most. Like, how did I get here? I love the way our bodies move together. I miss us. I've been thinking about the things you used to say. Obviously, I've been thinking about everything we've been going through. I think I've been reading all our old text messages. I'm kind of reliving something. Let me dry your tears. I don't want you to cry anymore. Something like that, too. I'm taking control of our destiny. I like that. You know, maybe they're making a choice. Maybe they'll come back and say, I want to apologize. I want a second chance. And if you push them away, at least they can say, I tried. I wanted this back. I wanted to fight for it. But you always have a choice. But for now, I'm going to say your person really is struggling with losing you. I'm numbing my mind to forget you. I'm struggling. Can't get you out of my mind even when I try to. You know that I'm no good. You know that I may hurt you again. Maybe you know that. Choosing you feels right. I feel like I want to say I'll choose you all over again. I want to choose you all over again, something like that. So give me a chance. They chose you once, they want to choose you again is kind of how it's coming into me. So choosing you feels so right, and I hate myself for losing you. So right now I've got somebody who's really struggling with, what did I do? What did I do? You were the best thing that ever happened to me, or I really blew it, something like that. So I'm going to put this out into the universe. You have somebody that you definitely have looking for a second chance is how it's coming into me. So I'm going to put this out to the universe. I want to thank Spirit for this message today. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, kathymamlin.psychicmedium.com. Also, I have 2 other YouTube channels, my main channel and a pick a card channel, and I'll put those links in the description below.